Hey guys, so welcome to today's video. Guys, in today's video, as promised, I'm following up my 12 niche fragrances for life with my 12 designer fragrances for life. If you're interested in knowing what my 12 designer fragrances for life are, then just continue to watch. Before we get started with the video, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure your notification bell is on so you don't miss any of my uploads. Thumbs up the video so I know you love my content. And finally, leave me a comment below so we can get to know each other. Now, let's get started with the video. Okay guys, so doing my 12 niche fragrances for life was pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard for me to choose those fragrances. Now, the designer list, oh, this was easy. Child, this is so easy because I have my designer favorites and I can choose them with my eyes closed. Before we get into the list, I do have an honorable mention. It's not a cheat, it's an honorable mention because this fragrance will always be in my collection, but I don't wear it. But I used to wear it all the time. It was literally my signature scent. And that is none other than Angel, the original EDP. So I'm holding it like this because it's actually been engraved with my first and last name. So you guys know my first name is Aisha. So you can see the Aisha, but I'm covering my last name, obviously, because the internet, okay? So guys, this is the second bottle of Angel that my father purchased for me. So the first one was just a regular bottle. It was actually my first designer fragrance, like after wearing Exclamation and Avon perfumes and all that. But then he stepped my fragrance game up and upgraded me to designer fragrances, and Angel was my first designer fragrance ever. I used to love this fragrance. I still do, but obviously I don't really wear it. I wear it every now and again when I just want to bring back certain memories, but for the most part I don't really wear it, but I will always have it in my collection. So like I said, this is actually the second bottle that my father purchased for me, and I've had this bottle for years and years and years. It has moved with me so many times, guys, and I've actually refilled it a few times. This one was refilled maybe about 2 years ago. So as you can see, like, there's a dent in it. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but there is a significant dent in this fragrance. I love it. I will always have it in my collection. Every time I think about it, every time I smell it, it reminds me of my father. Every time I look at the bottle, it reminds me of my father. And it's just something that will always be near and dear and close to my heart. Angel, the EDP. So we're just going to keep the sentimental theme going, and now we have YSL's Mon Paris. Guys, this is sentimental to me because when I first met Bae, this is the fragrance that I was wearing, and I will always have this fragrance in my collection. It brings back so many beautiful memories. And speaking of Bae, y'all, let me tell you what happened. So the other day, really quickly, I was in Neiman Marcus at the perfume counter as per usual. Sniffing around at the perfume counter. I was probably at the MFK counter contemplating whether or not I was going to get the small bottle of Oud Satin Mood for the gajillionth time. And I'm just there thinking and like going over my collection and thinking, you know, do I really need this? And I heard somebody say Bae. Listen. And I had to like check myself, like, after like I gave myself whiplash by looking like where he at, because okay, I realized that's not his name. Bae is not his name. It's a common name, a common pet name that women and men call their significant others. And guys, for a hot second, like, it just took me out of my zone of fragrances, and it took me to another place real quick because I'm like, what? But yeah, it's not his name, and I need to start calling him his name more because I probably called him his name like 4 times in our entire relationship. Like, he's literally just Bae. Like, that's his name. His name is Bae, okay? And when I heard that woman call her man Bae, I thought she was talking about mine. And I almost lost it in Neiman Marcus. But anywho's, all is well. And he's still in one piece, okay? So this is Mon Paris. I absolutely love it. It's a very fruity fragrance. It's so pretty, guys. Let me tell you the notes. It's a common scent. You know, a lot of people think it smells basic, cheap, you know, generic, whatever. I love it. I mean, it got me him, you know what I mean? So it's a beautiful scent. It's super sexy, super fruity, unoffensive. You can wear this to work. You can wear this all year round. It's a beautiful fragrance. So many notes in this fragrance, guys. It's not even funny. Strawberry, raspberry, pear, orange, tangerine, bergamot, peony, jasmine, there's Chinese jasmine, there's jasmine sandback, there's datura, orange blossom, patchouli, white musk, vanilla, and ambroxan, moss, and cedar. Guys, it's so super fruity. It's not even funny. But I love this fragrance. It's a designer fragrance in my collection that I will always have. I wear it not as often like outside of the house now. I mainly wear it inside the house, but sometimes if I'm running errands, this is definitely a running errands type of fragrance. If I'm just doing, you know, low maintenance, low key things and I want to smell fruity and pretty, I'll throw this fragrance on. It reminds me of when I met him for the first time because like I said, this is what I was wearing. He loves this fragrance on me and it'll always be in my collection. Mon Paris by YSL. Next on the list is Mon Guerlain. Guys, this fragrance is amazing. Now, I put this on this list reluctantly because at first I was like, well, I wouldn't repurchase the original. I'll probably repurchase the Intense. But either way, it's still Mon Guerlain. And honestly, I would probably repurchase the original and have the Intense as well. But guys, this is so super classy. It's so super fresh. It's sophisticated. This woman is about her business. She's sexy, but she's not overtly sexy. You know what I mean? Like, it's a beautiful, understated type of sexy fragrance. It gets compliments. I have a love-hate relationship with this fragrance because it doesn't last as long on me as I wish it would. But I do have the shower gel. And I do have the body cream. So I'm definitely getting my whole entire life with Mon Guerlain. Obviously, I have a decant. I overspray this fragrance and it is beautiful, guys. It's so beautiful. So it opens up with bergamot, there's mandarin, there's pear, there's neroli, jasmine sandback, lavender, iris, vanilla, and sandalwood. A beautiful fragrance that I will always have in my collection, whether it's the Intense or the original. And I did get your message on YouTube. Someone wanted me to do a video to do like the Intense versus the original, or I guess the Extreme versus the original as well, and I will do that video. Thank you so much for the idea. It is coming. I think I will have the Intense and the original in my collection because this is a beautiful vanilla scent, guys. Vanilla, lavender, rose. I love it, guys. Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. I'm looking at my Tom Ford collection and I just have to laugh with myself like, wow, like seriously, like 3-4 years ago I was just like, I'm not a Tom Ford chick. I don't want Tom Ford fragrances. Like, you know, I just love a few fragrances from Tom Ford. I'm like 12 or 13 bottles in. At this point, I think I'm a Tom Ford chick, okay? I love Tom Ford fragrances. The ones that are in my collection, I absolutely love and adore them. And this one is no exception. And this is Femme Fatale. Guys, let me tell you, this is the best vanilla, one of the best vanilla fragrances. If I had to do a top 5 best vanilla fragrances, best believe Femme Fatale is going to be on that list because this is a beautiful, sweet and spicy, slightly smoky vanilla fragrance that lasts forever on the skin. When I tell you I get so many compliments on this fragrance, guys, it's so beautiful. I've put so many people on in my life, like personally in my life, onto this fragrance. I smell it on me, that's like, damn girl, what you got on? And I tell them and they go get it because it's a beautiful, beautiful scent. I'm about to buy my backup bottle. I still have a good amount in this bottle, but still, like, I never want to be out of this fragrance. And you never know with Tom Ford because sometimes it's like he has a fragrance and then you can't find it and then there's rumors of it being discontinued. And I cannot take that chance with my Femme Fatale. So it opens up with saffron, there's coriander, frangipani, narcissus, there's coffee absolute, mahogany, roasted barley, vanilla, myrrh, and olibanum. Guys, I mean, I speak about this fragrance all the time. I tell you that for me, it's the female, feminine, sexy version of Tobacco Vanille on me. I know a lot of women wear and love Tobacco Vanille, but it's just not for me. That fragrance is for bae and smells amazing on bae. Now this one right here, amazing on me. Like I said, spicy, super sweet vanilla that has a little bit of hint of smoke in the background, and it is just right for me. Femme Fatale, a for lifer in my collection. Keeping in the theme of Tom Ford, now we have Soleil Blanc, summer in a bottle, vacation in a bottle, just pure goodness in a bottle. Guys, I have to say, how many, I don't know how many, but I have at least 30 fragrances that are like coconut, beachy, vacation, beach vibe type of fragrance. Now, none of them, I'm going to say this, none of those coconut fragrances tops Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc, in my opinion. I love this fragrance. I have my backup bottle. I have my Soleil Blanc oil. I have my shimmer oil spray. I have my travel spray. I just love this fragrance. It reminds me of vacation. It reminds me of summer. It reminds me of super happy times. I know a lot of people say it doesn't last on their skin. For me, I don't have that experience. It is a beautiful scent. It is, however, similar to Holidays by Mancera, but honestly, I prefer this because it has a little bit more citrus to it. And this doesn't even have a coconut note in it. It has Coco de Mer, which takes on the coconut accord. It's so super creamy and citrusy and just a beautiful fragrance. It opens up with bergamot. There's cardamom oil. There's Ophir, there's pistachio accord. That's where I'm getting that creaminess from, that creamy nuttiness. It has ylang ylang, there's benzoin, and Coco de Mer. Like I said, summer in a bottle. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I've never worn this past August. Or maybe early September, I have worn it. But if I'm not on vacation, because if on vacation, I wear it like, you know, whatever. But here in the States, I've never worn this past like early September because this is just straight up summer vibes, yacht vibes, beach vibes, vacation vibes, resort vibes, just all of those vibes, okay? I love this and it will always be in my collection. The backup bottle is waiting. Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc. Next up, by Louis Vuitton, Etoile Filante. Guys, this fragrance is everything. Every time I wear this fragrance, I get a compliment or a question on this fragrance. It smells so good to me. It's controversial. A lot of people don't like it or think it smells different, but it's so unique and different to my nose, and I absolutely love this fragrance. Let me tell you something about these Louis Vuitton fragrances. You would think that the performance isn't going to be great. Like when I bought this fragrance, I bought this waiting in the store for her to package my bag, or what was it? I forgot. I was getting something out of Louis Vuitton. While I'm waiting for her to wrap my stuff up, I stumbled over to the fragrances and I started smelling stuff. I'm like, these smell good. And when I smelled this one, I was like, oh, I need this. I had never had a sample. I didn't know what the performance was like. I didn't hear anyone talk about this fragrance. But I just needed it because when I smelled it, it was like, wow, like seriously. And I believe this came out in 2021. This is a new release. This came out earlier in the year. Guys, let me tell you, when I say this fragrance lasts on me forever, this fragrance will stick to your skin and go nowhere. You will live in your beautiful scent bubble. It lasts so long. It projects so far. It leaves a beautiful scent trail, a beautiful sillage. The Louis Vuitton fragrances are amazing quality. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't think they would be because I'm like, y'all been doing bags and luggage like forever, and now y'all coming out with fragrances. Y'all ain't gonna get me. They got me because the fragrances are beautiful. I want another, like 1 or 2 more Louis Vuitton fragrances in my collection, but let me tell you, since the situation that we're in has happened, it's so hard to get into Louis Vuitton, guys. Like, they don't go by appointments anymore. You have to go and wait on a super long line, and every time I go, it's so super frustrating. So trust and believe you will see a couple more Louis Vuitton fragrances come into my collection because I have the samples, and guys, they are truly amazing. And I love this one. Definitely a for life fragrance, Etoile Filante by Louis Vuitton. Next up, we have one of the most happy, cheerful, joyful, uplifting fragrances in my entire collection, Dolce & Gabbana Dolce Pineapple. Guys, listen. This, and the thing about it is, I can't even repurchase this. It's so sad, guys, because this was a limited edition, exclusive only to the Dolce & Gabbana stores. Guys, whenever I spray this fragrance, I feel happy. I feel so happy because it smells so good. Guys, it's mouth-wateringly good. Is that a word? Mouth-wateringly? I don't know. It's so good, guys. It's so delicious. It's the pineapple note for me. It's so good. If you love pineapple fragrances, guys, I love pineapple fragrances. You need this in your collection if you can find it. If you can get it on eBay or find it somewhere, I don't know. But it's so good. And like I said, it was a limited edition, and I'm so sad about that. But I'm savoring this bottle. There's a lot of juice in here, so this will, you know, tide me over because I do have some other happy fragrances in my collection, but this one is so beautiful, guys. It's so, so good. Let me tell you the notes. It opens up with pineapple. There's Sicilian mandarin. There's jasmine sambac. There's vanilla absolute. There's ambergris, orchid, and tobacco. Guys, this dry down is so excellent. It's so excellent. Now, this is an EDT, so you're not going to get it to last super long on your skin. It doesn't last really long on my skin, but honestly, I don't care because this is one that I just want to keep spraying. It smells so good. I layer it in the summertime with my Bath & Body Works pineapple and coconut body lotion. Listen, pina colada on another level, okay? Sexy, juicy, fruity pina colada. And I will always have this in my collection if I can find it. And if not, I will just savor it. You know, I take my time with this one. I don't go too crazy with it because I don't think I could get it back, and I always want her. So Dolce & Gabbana, pineapple. Next up, we have Twilly de Hermes by Hermes. Guys, beautiful sandalwood ginger tuberose fragrance. Anyone who loves tuberose needs this fragrance. I say it all the time. And also, if you don't love tuberose, or if you don't know if you love tuberose, this is a beautiful scent. It's so unique, guys. It's a very different smelling designer scent. I mean, I say it all the time. It smells rich. It's pretty. It's unique. It's exotic. It's a designer gem. The performance is amazing. I do layer with my shower gel and my body cream. I have the hand lotion, all of the things. Not because I have to, but because I'm extra and I want to, and I love the fragrance experience from head to toe, from shower to, you know, out the door in the car, you going about your business. That's the whole experience for me, and I love this one to be a part of it. I will always have this, guys. It's so cute. The bottle is so cute. I just love it. I love Twillies, like actual Twillies. I have some in my collection, and this is just a banger. I love it. Twilly de Hermes. Next up, by Narciso Rodriguez, we have For Her. Guys, this is a musk that I just can't like live without. I love the powdery, musky scent that Narciso Rodriguez has to offer in his fragrances. And this one right here, I mean, compliment getter. I love smelling this. It's comforting. It's sexy. It can be a date fragrance. You know, I don't wear this on a super sexy date night, but I do wear it when Bae and I are going out. Something simple. We're not doing too much, but I still want to smell sexy and pretty. This is the fragrance that I pull for. And it's feminine. It's just a beautiful fragrance. And my favorite, one of my favorite perfumers is the nose behind this fragrance, Francis Kurkdjian. Yes, he is responsible for a lot of fragrances that are in my collection. Before I even know who a perfumer, what a perfume, like I didn't know anything about perfumers. I didn't care. Like I just knew that what I was buying was smelling good, and I love how it made me feel. I didn't get into who made it and who composed it. But as I started to get more into fragrances and realize like, oh, this man is the business. Like I love him. Like his nose is good. Whatever he puts his stamp on, or his nose, or he's co-signing it or whatever, the majority of it, I'm here for it all, guys. And this is no exception. For Her by Narciso Rodriguez. Next up, we have Hypnotic Poison by Dior. Guys, almondy, nutty, coconutty, creamy, beautiful goodness in a bottle. I love this fragrance. I used to wear it out, not anymore. I mean, I have worn it out like outside of the house, you know, a couple of times because I just want to smell the fragrance, but it's so relaxing for me. I've put this in my home to bed fragrances, so it's kind of like a home relaxing fragrance for me. So whenever I wear this fragrance or smell this fragrance, it just makes me think of home. And that's a beautiful thing because I love being home. Although I love going out, I do love being home as well. This is definitely showered in the morning. I'm putting on some cute house clothes. I'm cooking or cleaning, or we're about to watch movies, or we're just chilling. Whatever the day is, I'm wearing this fragrance. It's like my signature in the house type of scent. This and Poudre and YSL Black Opium. I mean, I have like so many like beautiful home fragrances, guys, and this is no exception. But this is also a date night fragrance. If you want to wear this outside on a date, you absolutely can. It smells so good. It's definitely the almond note in this fragrance. There's coconut, there's plum, there's apricot, there's jasmine, there's tuberose, there's vanilla. So many notes in this fragrance to compose this beautiful classic beauty that will always be in my collection. Hypnotic Poison by Dior. Okay, so the next fragrance on the list is kind of shocking. It is very, very new to my collection, like very new, but I always want it. Like, it's so addictive and I absolutely love it. And it is none other than The Only One by Dolce & Gabbana. Yes, guys, I know. I've always said the only one that you needed was The Only One Intense, and I'm sorry. I take it back. I'm sorry. This is just amazing. However, I do love my Only One Intense, okay? Love it. But this one right here, like, listen, this is so beautiful, guys. It's so sweet. It's so good. I don't know what I was thinking when I used to smell this fragrance. I don't know what I was going through that day, what my body chemistry was doing. I don't know if I was smelling a rancid bottle. I don't know what it was, but I was just not feeling this fragrance when I smelled it at Macy's like 2 years ago or a year ago, whatever it was. When I smelled this fragrance, I was like, it's okay. But The Only One Intense is a beautiful fragrance. But I don't know how I ended up smelling this fragrance. I bought it at Sephora and I will never look back. I could have stand to buy a big bottle. That's how good this is to me, guys. Let me tell you the notes. It opens up with violet, there's orange, there's bergamot, there's coffee, there's pear, there's iris, but it's not really powdery to me. On my skin, I don't pick up any of the powderiness. There's orange blossom, rose, caramel, vanilla, and patchouli. It's so good. It's so good, and I'm so happy that I have it in my collection, guys. And I will always, always have this fragrance, the only one, the original one by Dolce & Gabbana. Next on the list is another Tom Ford fragrance. Guys, Tom Ford is taking over my life, okay? In the fall, seriously, I know a lot of you guys feel like, you know, you want pumpkin spice and pumpkin this and pumpkin that in the fall. For me, it's about Tom Ford fragrances. That is when I go ham and go in on my Tom Ford fragrances. And this one right here, Noir Perfume, is no exception. I love this fragrance. It's not too pricey. It's in his signature collection, not the private collection. The performance is amazing. The scent is amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Although you can wear this in the summertime as well. Like, I've worn this fragrance summer date night because it's a sexy fragrance. Like, it's super sexy, but I feel like it's sexy and it's Tom Ford, but it's like introducing you to that sexy, spicy smokiness that Tom Ford is so like known for. This is like that beginner version to me, and I love it. I will always have this in my collection, Noir Perfume by Tom Ford. Next on the list is Perfect Intense by Marc Jacobs. Another one that's very new to my collection, but you can't tell. I've ran through this bottle like it's nobody's business. It's nutty, it's almondy. In my mind, it's just a beautiful, perfect, nutty, almondy, gourmand fragrance. It's the perfect gourmand for me because it's gourmand, it has almond, it smells like toasted and roasted almonds. Like, it's so good. It smells like almonds roasted in a pan with sesame oil. It's so good, guys, and it lasts forever on my skin. I get so many compliments on this fragrance. I will always have this fragrance in my collection, and I'm thinking about getting the larger bottle or just another smaller bottle. I'm not sure. I don't know yet, but I love it. Like, I'm so surprised that I'm like crushing over Marc Jacobs again. I used to wear Marc Jacobs fragrance so long ago in the day. I had all of them and I loved them, but I felt like I grew out of that kind of scent profile, you know what I mean? But this one just came and just blew me away. Like, wow, like I absolutely love this. Perfect Intense by Marc Jacobs. Now we're on to the last fragrance of the list. Now, seriously, guys, this video should have been called my Tom Ford collection because the last fragrance is none other than the good girl Lost Cherry, okay? I will always have this fragrance. I don't care. I'm not listening to y'all. Na 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 yada 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 la la la. I don't hear y'all. I don't hear the naysayers. I don't hear what y'all saying about the performance and the longevity. I don't care. We don't care, okay? It is an amazing scent. She smells so delectable, so divine to me. I'm so happy when I smell this fragrance, guys. I did a whole review on this fragrance when I first started my YouTube channel. It was one of the fragrances that, I mean, I smelt it and it was just like, I gotta get it. I have to get it. I will always have this in my collection, whether I pay full price, discounted price, any kind of price, no price. Like, I need this fragrance in my life always because it's just that good. I love how it makes me feel. I love how it smells. I layer this fragrance. You have to layer, you have to overspray. I also have a travel spray because I need to, you know, carry my decant. But honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna follow everyone and say the performance is horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible. It could be better, but she's not horrible. You know what I mean? I love it. Let me tell you the notes. Cherry, cherry liqueur, cherry syrup, Turkish rose, jasmine sandalwood, Peru balsam, roasted tonka beans, sandalwood, vetiver, and cedarwood. Guys, this is me in a bottle. Period, point blank. Ooh, so good. It's so good. It's so, so good. Listen. OMG, it's so good. Like, Tom Ford, hello, if you're there listening to me, thank you. Thank you. Just thank you. Thank you. It could have been a little bit better in performance, but thank you. So guys, we've come to the end of the video. Leave me some comments and let me know what are some of your designer fragrances that you will have for life in your collection. Now, if you don't like designer fragrances, let me know that too. And if you don't, let me know why. So let's talk about it in the comments below like we always do. Remember guys, to stay safe, be great, stay great, and always strive for greatness. AI the Great signing out, but I'll see you in my next video. Peace.